Hey, what's going on YouTube? Too Sketchy coming at you. Being that Rounds has no tutorial section in it, I would like to make a quick guide, tips and tricks, things I wish I knew sooner for some of the new players. So let's talk about the buttons first. WASD is how you move your character around. The left button on your mouse is how you shoot, and the right button on your mouse is how you block. Plus, you have space to jump, and those are all the buttons that you need to know. However, there are some details that we are missing out on. For example, WASD is the way you move, but if you press the S key, it allows you to jump down faster, outplaying the enemy. For example, catching them off guard. If they're expecting you to stay up top, you can just press S and drop down really fast. Or if you're trying to hide behind cover and shooting, if you want to press S really fast just to sneak and find cover faster, the S key is really valuable, even if you want to do short, tiny jumps like this. All right, let's talk about jumping for a little bit. It might seem simple, but there's actually a very big detail that I think people are missing out on. The jumping ability, it gets refreshed every time you make contact with the ground. So there's no such thing as double jumping. For example, I can't just jump and try to jump again because I only have one jump, and it gets refreshed every time, like I said, once I make contact with the ground. For example, if I want to jump from this platform to this one, I can't just jump and make it there. What I'm gonna have to do is run off this platform a little bit, knowing that I have that one charge of jump still, and then use it. So you can still mid-air jump. You just have to remember that you have one charge of jump. You can use it whenever you want, even in mid-air. Just know that it gets refreshed and you get it back once you do make contact with the ground. If you want to hold on to the edges of some of these objects, all you have to do is hold on to the side of which your character is on. So for example, this is the left side, so you're just going to hold down the A button. This is the right side, and all you got to do is hold down the D button. All right, so you know how to move, you know how to shoot, and you kind of know how to block. Now, speaking on behalf of blocking, blocking is very important, and I know a lot of players or newer players don't use this properly and or just don't know how to use it. My suggestion is use it whenever you want to be aggressive. Just press it. It's okay.
That's okay. Things are gonna be okay.
You might get lucky and you might get a deflection. Now, how does deflection work? It's kind of like a parry. If you time it properly right before you take contact, you can deflect any bullet. Absolutely any bullet. Pretty much makes you invincible for a split second. Timing is key, however. All right, great. So you know how to shoot, you know how to move, you know how to jump, duck, block, all that stuff. Great. The next thing and or trick I would like to teach you, I think a lot of people don't know about, because I see a lot of people not take advantage of this, is the sketchy jump, which is pretty much this right here. So you can use the borders of the maps, whether it's the sides, the bottoms, even the tops, to your advantage to outplay the enemy and or get out of a sticky situation. All you have to do is block right before hitting the border, and you're going to be able to recover, shoot yourself forward, or pop yourself downwards depending on what parts of the map you're trying to hit. I wanted to showcase this on the top of the map because there's some really cool cases of you trying to use this. For example, if you rush the enemy and he's way down here at the bottom, you can jump up, hit that part up there, and then make your way down towards the enemy. This is sort of like the expedited version of hitting the S button to go downwards, but you can even mix all these together, right? You can press S down here really fast, hit this, come back up, shoot the enemy. So just make use of the borders of the map, make use of your block. You can actually work on that timing to get it perfectly right, and it'll help you even with the deflection and getting used to that timing as well. Let's talk about environmental hazards for a second. Not a lot of people know that you can shoot these support structures to make it difficult for the enemy to go on. Also, these structures right here do damage. I said do just now, but if you shoot them and squish the enemy, they're gonna have a difficult time dealing with you. So you know how to play the game by now, but let's talk more on behalf of the cards themselves. Some things I wish I knew sooner. For example, there are 8 types of cards or categories, like blue, light blue, yellow, pink, purple, white, red, and even green. Now, these are sort of categories within themselves. For example, if you go strictly light blue, you're going to see more frost damage kind of stuff. If you go into the blue parts, you're going to see more melee based stuff. Or for example, yellow is strictly long range shooter kind of builds, right? However, the next thing that I didn't know when I first started was the corners of the cards represent the rarity of the card. So we have black corners, which are common. We have blue corners, which are uncommon. And then we have purple corners, which which are rare. So keep that in mind when you're trying to decide what kind of composition you're going for and or the rarity of a card, because you might not see that same card again in the next round. One of the coolest things about rounds is obviously the cards themselves. One of the many things people ask me, especially in the comment section down below, is the fact, can these cards stack? And yes, that is the fun in rounds, the fact that cards can stack. The effects that you get from these cards are stacking, and that's what makes this game so chaotic and so much fun. So for example, I have 2 grows, which essentially allow my bullets to get bigger the further they travel. So since I have 2 of them, that is already a pretty big bullet. And the further it goes, the more damage it does. If I get a 3rd one, yes, this is going to stack, and this is going to get faster, stronger, and bigger faster. So keep that in mind when you're trying to find some cards that work with each other, because the cards will stack. All right, just to show a melee type stacking card ability would be Echo, is something a lot of melee players like to go for or try to get, especially if you get Echo, knowing that it's a red card, but it fits within the blue melee type builds, and it is a blue border, so it's an uncommon. Blocking triggers another delayed block. So if we block, you see that second click of block that you get? So it is delayed, but it is proccing it. However, if you get teleport, which you can see blocking teleports you forward, this already makes it stack. Knowing that Echo triggers twice and teleport pushes you forward, that would mean that we should essentially teleport twice. And we do. So just so we're clear, yes, cards do stack. And if you get multiple echoes or multiple teleports, we should be able to teleport further or faster or whatever it is you like to go for, or whatever RNGs blesses you with. For example, there it is, shield charge. So shield charge is going to allow you to essentially go further, faster, many more times. So keep that in mind. Yes, the cards do stack. My last tip for the day is these things right here. These things, this is an environmental hazard that I've told you guys before, that environmental hazards can hurt the enemy. However, if those axes fall down on top of you, you can absolutely deflect them. Let's see if I can do this right. There we go. So don't be scared if an axe falls down towards you. If you block at the right time, you can take advantage. You can take advantage of the fact that your enemy is playing below or underneath of the axe. You can, make it push down, make it push further, and he has no choice but to hopefully dodge the saw that's coming at him, and or just chase after it, I guess. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, I hope this guide, it's a short one, but I hope this guide was somewhat helpful for you, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next one. All right, y'all take it easy. Too sketchy out. Peace.